A while back at Work Truck, we talked about possibly sharing what is behind the scenes when we create stories for our readership. So today, I want to share one of those backstories. Let me tell you about how two chance encounters more than a year ago turned into a recent story for us. See, in transportation, trucking, and all the related industries, attending events lets us meet new people and grow new relationships. Today, I will share how just such an experience led to a recent article. Designing better truck cabs for women, what is needed. More than a year ago, I attended Work Truck Week for the first time. Prior to that, I had been at HDT, or Heavy Duty Trucking, a sister brand. Going into my first Work Truck Week, at that point, I simply didn't know that many people and went to the opening reception with Chris Brown, Associate Publisher at Automotive Fleet. Now, Chris, there's a guy who can walk into any fleet event, smile and shake hands, and seemingly know everyone in the room. Either that, or he's a candidate seeking election. Regardless, if you run into Chris, take time to talk to him. After we had some dinner, I was tired from travel, and Chris and I parted ways for me to head back to my room. Well, I soon found that was easier said than done. See, the reception was at Lucas Oil Stadium, home of Indianapolis Colts, and the reception area was rather large. I knew the general direction of where I had entered, but I just could not recall which way to exit when presented with several choices. I needed to find the exit that would lead me back to the corridor, back to the Indiana Conference Center, and then on to my hotel. It had been a long travel day, and I just simply didn't remember where I'd walked in. As I wandered around lost, I soon spotted a woman who also appeared to be lost. So we met, put our heads together, and found our way out and had a long talk during a very long walk. Well, my new friend turned out to be Melissa Gibson, a regional sales manager for Loadmaster. We probably talked more than an hour, and she shared how she's part of a National Waste and Recycling Association's Women Council and its Cab for All project. She also serves on the NWRA and Together for Safer Roads collaborative project. Melissa has a passion for making truck cabs work better for women and really all people. I never saw her again at the show in 2024, but we kept in touch. Moving forward, that same week during a scheduled booth visit to what then was Motive Power Systems, which of course now is Motive Electric Trucks, I met Catherine Churchill. She goes by Cat and also wants to make truck cabs that are better for women, especially shorter ones. Kat even told me that when she had time to slip away from a Motive booth, she enjoyed climbing in and out of the different trucks on the show floor and testing the ergonomics. Later in the day, I was trying to get a photo of a specific truck on the show floor. I passed by 2 or 3 times and it was always crowded with people. And really, I wanted just a photo of a truck, no people in the image. Finally, I walked up and there were only 2 men standing by it. I knew it would just be a matter of time and they would move on soon, so I waited patiently. I got in position, framed the truck the way I wanted it in the image, and then was ready to snap the photo as the men walked away. Like expected, they soon moved on. But my quest to photograph that truck was spoiled, yes, by Kat, who didn't see me at that point. She blazed in across the frame, scrambled up into the truck while checking out her points of contact, then got a feel for the steering wheel, seat, pedals, and such. I walked up, even shared photos of her that I had snapped. By the way, she still has those photos. She walked with me a bit, and everywhere I stopped, she would climb in and out of trucks and share with me what cab attributes worked well for women drivers and ones that might not. Truly like Melissa, Kat has a passion for making truck cabs work better for women and also really for all people. Instantly I thought, I have to introduce these 2 ladies. But with our hectic show schedules, I just couldn't make it happen at Work Truck Week 2024. At the start of this year, I began making plans with both ladies for Work Truck Week 2025 so I could introduce them to each other. After back and forth texts at the start of Work Truck Week 2025, I was able to introduce Melissa and Kat to each other this year. While there was no common time during the show week this year, for us to get together for an interview on the topic. We did make plans to get together on Teams later. I may have set a personal record for the longest lead up to writing an article ever, I guess March 2024 to May 2025, but that only goes to show the value in building long-term relationships with people we meet at these shows and fleet events. So, now that you've heard the long-winded backstory of how I met these two ladies on mission, be sure to check out the link and read what they had to share about what can make truck cabs better designed for women. These two really know what they're talking about. Without getting lost at reception, or trying to photograph a truck when no people were in the photo, I wouldn't now be friends with Melissa and Kat. It's strange how varied the ways we can meet new people at fleet events are. Take advantage of such random opportunities to get to know someone new.